the glory of God, for the benefit of the good people of Rivers State and humanity in general. We hope to send a student from Oyo State to here as well. So I do this in the name of God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit. Let's go. Commissioning of the Rivers State University Emohua campus, executed by the administration of His Excellency Nyesom Ezenwo Wike, CON, GSSRS, Governor of Rivers State, commissioned today by me, Engineer Seyi Makinde, Governor of Oyo State, this 7th day of September 2022. To God be the glory. This the foundation of the staff quarters for the University of Rivers State University, the staff quarters for Emohua campus. This is done to the glory of God and the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. I tried to do a bricklaying job, but...
Your Excellency, my dear brother, a dependable friend, a trustworthy ally, the Governor of Oyo State, let me sincerely, on behalf of the government and people of the state, most sincerely thank you. Of course, you have no choice. If you don't come, you know what will happen at home. So it is for your own good when we invite you to come. But sincerely speaking, we want to thank you. Each time you have been here, your commission or flag off, you've never hesitated to honor our invitation. I want to sincerely thank you. And I want to also say to the entire people of Rivers State, in particular, the people of Emohua, to inform you that Seyi Makinde is one of those governors who believe at all times the right thing must be done, the truth must be told, it doesn't matter who is involved. He was one of the strong pillars who gave us every support in spite of blackmail by people. So I want to use the opportunity for all of you to tell him thank you for all the support he's been giving to us. Your Excellency, we're here today to commission this campus, Emohua campus of the Rivers State University. One of the problems I found out with government is that most governments do not conceptualize projects and then try to back it up with the appropriate budget. And that is why you see most projects are littered here and there. I have said any project we don't have money, there's no need to award it. It doesn't matter the temptation. It doesn't matter whatever anybody wants to say. We know when we have money, we know when we don't have money. So I told the Pro-Chancellor and the Chairman of Governing Council that listen, we have to establish satellite campuses so that the main campus will leverage of other facilities that have been occupied by some of these faculties. Secondly, it will have to bring development to these areas. I do not believe in establishing so many universities for the establishment's sake. Yes, it has need for access to education. Having created this campus, you're also creating access. You can imagine the number of people who will come here to study or to be in the faculty of agriculture. If they were in the main campus, it would have been difficult to accommodate the number of persons because of the shortage of and the space to establish more infrastructure. So today, we have this campus in Emohua, Social Sciences. Tomorrow we'll be in Ahuda to commission the Faculty of Humanities. Yesterday we were in Eche and we commissioned the Faculty of Agriculture. I'm sure those of you who went with us to Eche yesterday would have seen how development is moving towards that area. I give you, in the next 3-4 years, if you come here, it will be something else. And that is what we're talking about. I released 100% of the fund to the university. I released 100%. And I'm happy. And I want to say to the Pro-Chancellor and your team that I'm very, very satisfied. Each time I give you money to do something, you always execute it to the letter. And again, it is to your own tomorrow. Because as a Pro-Chancellor, as a Vice-Chancellor, what would you tell the people? When I was the Pro-Chancellor, when I was the Vice-Chancellor, what did I do in the university? What other new thing did I introduce to that university? I'm sure that when your tenure comes to an end, you meet your chest and say, look, it was when I was Pro-Chancellor, it was when I was Vice-Chancellor that these satellite campuses were introduced. We laid the foundation June last year, you finish it June this year, and today, September, we are commissioning it. You'll be happy, and that's what is important. You'll also be happy because at your own time that we amended the law that established Oyo State University of Science and Technology. At that time, the school was restricted in certain courses because it was not a conventional university. But today, we have now amended it to now say Oyo State University that will now incorporate so many courses as we are seeing today. That is why you were there as the Pro-Chancellor and as the Vice-Chancellor. It was when you were Pro-Chancellor and Vice-Chancellor, the university that was created or established in the 1970s never had a medical school. But to the glory of God, you are Pro-Chancellor and you are Vice-Chancellor. Today, that university has a medical college. If anybody goes to the main campus of this university, you'll be happy to attend the university. Go and see the environment, how clean it is. It is not easy. It is about leadership. It's about commitment. It is about passion. The love you have for whatever assignment that you are given to execute. So many people have been vice-chancellors. So many people have been pro-chancellors. You can attest to the fact that until I came, River State University never had any capital fund from the state government. Ignition University has never had any capital fund from the state government. So all this polytechnics. But today, go and see what we are doing in the campus of the Ignatius Ajere University. Go and see what we are doing there. So many people are talking about employment. Now you are here when the Commission of Education told you that I approve employment to go on in River State University, employment to go on Ignatius University, employment to go on Edechamade Polytechnic, and employment to go on in Ken Polytechnic. So some people think employment is only when you employ you to the ministries. But they don't know that employment also includes the one that universities are employing, because it's the state government that's paying the salaries. And it is for our people. 80–90% of that employment is rivers, except it is where we don't find a qualified person in that area. But I know that not less than 90% of those employed by these institutions come from Rivers State. Every time I check my phone, oh, help me to get a job in this university. Help me to get a job. Those of you who know my number, you try. What about those who don't know my number? How would they reach me? So you want me to help you. You don't want the right thing to be done. If I help you, the right thing has been done. But if I help another people, it is only his brothers and sisters. Academic thing is not what you compromise. To be a lecturer in university, you must see yourself to be competent. We don't want lecturers who will be copying what a student has written to publish. There was a time in my University of Port Harcourt, a student beautifully wrote something, and the lecturer took the student's work and published as his own work. We don't want such lecturers. We want lecturers who are competent to face the students and impact on them, not lecturers that will only be dependent on handout to sell. I hope that method has been killed. The professor, I hope there are no more handouts for selling to students. Are people still selling handouts? So we're happy with what we've done. I'm also happy that our people are happy. But you see, the chairman of the council, he reminded me something I didn't know. The vice chancellor of Oyo State University is from Emohua local government. The vice chancellor of Ignatius University is from Emohua. The provost of the medical college is Emohua. But tomorrow now, when it happens to other people, you begin to criticize. Now you are jubilating. Well, the way the people of Emohua, we are very happy. Tomorrow, when it happens to other people of Port Harcourt, also be happy. You know, you see, we're in a society where we forget easily. But obviously, the people appointed are people who are competent, not because they are from Emohua local government. They are very competent. I know Professor Lerum, I know Oku Amchiku. So nobody can come out to say these are appointees and nothing, that they don't deserve it. No. If you know Professor Lerum, University, of course, he taught me law. He's very disciplined when it comes to students' work. He has no relationship. He must do the right thing. Okeorechukwu with me, we came out the same time for the Faculty of Social Sciences. You see, he's a professor, they are not a professor, you see. But the only good thing now is I'm the one employing him. You see how this world is? He, as a professor, me, I couldn't go there. Then somehow, God helped me to be employing him. I can sack him any day now. You know? So, but anybody who knows him knows an intelligent chap and a very competent person. That is the way we are supposed to go. And again, you have talked to us, the chairman of the council is here. Let it go. For not allowing rain to fall, you do something. Because you cannot bring us here, keep us under this kind of heat. Look at the sun. When you should have allowed rain. So you must have to, in the next few weeks, start the building of the police station. Because you are the chief security officer of the local government. To be chief security officer, is it by mouth? Every month they have security allocation. Is it not true? Apply it to the police station. And it must be completed in the next 3 months. So I will come here next week to see whether you have started the foundation. It is as important as that. If you don't, I will tell the Commissioner of Local Government, the General, to deduct a source from the allocation, but you know I don't do that. So use your hand and do it by yourself. Now, Emohua people, Emohua local government, now you are happy you are getting everything, is it not? You see, my style is when I say I will do this, I do my own part, is it not? But when you choose your own turn, don't give excuses. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because look at it. Take for example, in Emohua alone, I've done Rumuche Road, it's not correct. I've done Isodi Road, it's not correct. I've done Chifawuse Road, it's not correct. Now we're almost completing Mutawan Road, it's not correct. Just Emohua community. Now in terms of the local government, we have done Eba, Obele, Isobo Road, it's not correct. We are not doing Rumodogo 1 and Rumodogo 2, it's not correct. We are doing internal roads of Obakre, it's not correct. Haba. That is what I've been saying. They said they will kill me. As I gave to a chick, I've given to Ome, was it not? Tomorrow we're going to Ahuda. So we're giving to Ahuda. That is the principle of that music. And that's why I'm telling the people there, look, you cannot walk. You can't take everything. If you take everything, it will purge you. So better do the right thing now. Better do the right thing. Don't sit there think that you think you can muscle it, you can do everything. Far. You can manipulate anything. You can think you have the number to make sure you take everything. The time is coming where you will account for it. So I don't know who wants to sing this music. I brought my bag, but I didn't want to go to this area today. But you are going to remind me now about these Uru people there. You know? So that is what is supposed to be. Now the only promise I have not fulfilled here is the secondary school, is it not? Is it not? Fine. I saw the memo of the Commissioner of Education. He brought me the bill of quantity. I immediately told him, did I tell you to prepare bill of quantity? When did you come as a commissioner? Who met you now that had made promise to them? So I told him, keep review. Now I will bring it out now. It will no longer keep review. But the commissioner will go and see you, show us where the land is. This one now is university land. So I don't think you are hoping to build student school here. No. Our government coming to Emohua is not here. Do you understand me? So go and show the commissioner where you want that government coming to Emohua. Whether it's in the old site? Old site. In the old site. Yes. Commissioner, go there and say and bring back your bill of quantity. Yeah, clapping. You won't even ask me how will you get the money from? You don't care. Anyway, whichever way I get it, doesn't matter. What is important is to provide the basic infrastructure. All this period we are commissioning and flagging up. The only states you can see commissioning something or flagging up are those states, according to them, that the boys are in charge. Look at the states that they say the boys, the children are in charge. When those who say they founded a party in 1999, our in-law has made $1 million. Look at him here. All the money he made from this state. The only good thing about him, he married our sister. Because he couldn't have taken the whole money and go free. So what we did was to attach our sister to him. So only he will not enjoy the money. So from time to time, you see our sister brings something back home. I said, hey, he's doing well. As he's leaving too, he will drop in the in-law house and drop too before he will go back. So it's not only him that's enjoying it, we are also enjoying it. And it's shown a lot of support to our state. So thank you. And when you go to the state, go and see what he's doing. Those who have interest, those who mean well for PDP, because at the end of the day, if your state is not doing well, if any PDP state is not doing well, don't think you'll be voted for because the APC is not doing well. I don't know whether I found that. If PDP state, for example, if River State didn't do well, then you will say because APC did not do well national, then you will vote for us. No. They'll tell you PDP, it didn't do well in River State. People don't understand that. That's why the party should respect us and know that we are the ones campaigning. We are the ones campaigning for the party. Because we have what to use to campaign. It's not to abuse people on pages of newspaper or go to television to bring people who have some mental problems to defend something that they cannot defend. There are those of them who cannot look at us in our faces. You can see people who say they want to run for governorship, for example, and they know they are not running for governorship. They just come and collect money and go. Such characters are the characters you want us to deal with. We'll mention their names very soon when the time comes. The people who are not sincere, 419 in their DNA, and they think they are smart. No. The judgment time has come, and you will tell the people who you are and whether you are the kind of people we should listen to. The Pro Chancellor, I've just looked at the back of those structures. Well, you know, I'm leaving. So everything I'm doing now, I'll do it to related supervision. So I will some people to prepare the bill of quantity of these structures so you can complete it and still become part of the university. That is what is necessary. Because before you know it, you never can tell. Anything can happen. It may not be a campus again. It may be a university officer. Nobody, I didn't say so. Before you go and quote me now, I said you never can tell. You don't know when the next governor coming. Whether it's, no, this is no longer campus. This should be a full university. I pray, because with the structures I'm seeing around, I don't know how only a campus can take this. I said they bring more campus, more faculties to this place. I didn't say they will bring. I said they will bring. So you have to listen well. This Emohua community people, you should be careful. So on that note, I invite my brother, my friend, to come and speak to you and commission this campus and then move further to flag off the staff quarters, because we believe the lecturers and the non-academic staff should be encouraged to stay in the campus so that this problem of transportation may not be there. Thank you and God bless you.
Excellency, my own very dear brother, confidant, friend, and a fellow PDP children, Governor Nyesom Wike, the Deputy Governor of Rivers State, Excellency Ipalibo Ari Banigo. Let me also specially greet the members of the National Assembly here, senators, House of Reps members, also the State Assembly, the Speaker, and the members of the State Assembly, the university community, the traditional rulers, members of the State Executive Council, also my members of my entourage. And for Emohua people, I'll say, Emohua, anu mekao. Well, it is my pleasure to be here once again. I bring you greetings from the good people of Oyo State, especially from the First Lady of Oyo State, who is also your daughter. I'm excited every time we have to flag off a project or we have to commission a project, because that is development. And those are things that the people that will come after us, there are things that they will see that during these people's time, X, Y, Z were achieved. Well, I do have this place I know very well, because my wife is from Buguma and Aristown, and you know that this road leads to that place. And if you need to get a wife, you know, you will crawl, you do all sort of things to get her. So all of these places, I remember, I believe it must have been mid-90s, a son of Aristown was the chairman of this local government, Colonel Harry, retired. I came to the local government headquarters to meet with him while I was looking for a wife. So coming in this morning, I saw that the entire landscape has changed. Now we have a campus of River State University. Well, I also have an history with the River State University. It used to be called UST then, 32 years ago. Exactly, well, 32 years ago minus maybe 3 weeks. 8 of is happening. You have multi campus situation at River State University. You've also been able to up the ante in terms of the quality of the product coming out of the university. You've also been able to expand the scope of what the university is offering our students, our future, because the students are actually our future. So I want to specially thank my brother for his vision and for executing it. When our own administration came in Oyo State, we had the Ladoke Akintola University of Technology. It was jointly owned by Osun and Oyo State. And it wasn't working. It was a marriage of inconvenience. Every time they are bitching about who is supposed to pay what and all of that. What we did was we approached our brothers from Osun State, and we said, look, this thing is not working. If you want it, take it. But let me see how you will have Osun State University on the soil of Oyo State. So they gave the university back to us as the sole owner. And we also started a multi-campus system. So I have one thing to take back with me to Oyo State, and I'll reveal it to you. I started building on the Faculty of Agriculture, Seyi campus for LAUTECH. I think I've been at this for a year plus, and we're just about to reach the lintel level. So I'm going to ask my brother and the university administrator, how have you done it? In 1 year, you've been able to put this together. So that will be a lesson that I will take back with me to Oyo State. And finally, well, I didn't want to talk about politics today, but he started it. And thank God, I'm the last to speak here. He doesn't have the right of reply. So whatever I say, it is what we will take home. If he will respond to me, he will be at another time, and not to this crowd. Well, if children are doing all of this, I think what Nigeria needs are children. So, my brother can be rest assured that Nigeria appreciates him. Even the fight that we lost, we did not lose with our heads bowed. We lost knowing that we stood for the truth and we stood for what is good for this country. So, I can see the students out there. They sang for you. Behind me also, there are people holding PDP flags. Can you guys wave your PDP flags? Okay, so that is PDP. You have students out there, and what I'll say to you is Aluta continua. We will continue to fight for our space within PDP, and we'll continue to ensure that what is right for our people is given to our people. You called the chairman now and said the chairman of Emohua, and you were thanking him for rain not falling today. Well, you brought Omitutu here, all the way from Oyo State. Omitutu means fresh water. Well, I stopped the rain so that I can do the commissioning, and after that, you can bet that there will be a lot of rain. And finally, they call my brother Mr. Project. I think that is an understatement. I will re-Christian him today, because from what we've seen here, these are not just projects. These are quality projects. So from today, I will Christian him Mr. Quality Project. Thank you, and God bless you.